Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Shelley Winter Show. Live, local, topical, relevant, informative, unique, and fearless. And part of our fearlessness is Saturdays, as many of you may know. If you don't know, I'm getting ready to tell you. On Saturdays at 1 o'clock every Saturday. We're not on this Saturday because of football game, but next Saturday, Saturday of Thanksgiving, we'll be on the air live. I do a show with Deborah Morton. It's called Inside Georgia Real Estate with Deborah Morton. It's a real estate show, and we talk all about real estate. She's an expert. And I wanted her to come in for a segment tonight to talk about the 50-year mortgage, my sister. So I want you to, I'm just going to throw it out there, 50-year mortgage. You're the real estate expert. Tell me about the 50-year mortgage.
Well, Shelley, thanks for having me. And as you know, many people, Clark Howard for one, Wes Moss for another, we're talking about this behind the scenes, and none of us see how this is going to be a product that is going to be beneficial to homeownership. Now, in theory, we have a affordability problem we all want to correct. We all are trying. So people are searching for solutions. I just think this one misses the mark. Because of the people who could be in a position to take advantage of it, people who are stuck in rental cycles, and we want to create homeowners for, it's good for our communities, it's good for our country to boost homeownership. We don't want people stuck in rental cycles to be perpetual renters. But this product is going to significantly impact the cost of ownership and may actually contribute to circumstances that could bring the whole thing down later.
Would you call this predatory?
I don't like to use that word, but how can you think, like, who designed this product? And who is it designed for? Well, it's for people who are struggling to get into homeownership. And those same people are the ones who, we're talking about, in addition to a 50-year mortgage, lowering credit scores. So we have lower credit scores to get a loan and advanced terms, 20 extra years of finance charges. That is a huge, when we look at an amortization schedule, the cost of the home over that time. So many people say, well, they're not going to stay in their home for 50 years. They're going to turn over in 5 to 7 years. But when you start an amortization schedule and you close on a home, you're only paying interest for a long time. You're not taking any balance off of the principal. So you're banking on, for this to work, that we will continue to see appreciating home prices, and that will be the equity gained. And then in theory,
can you gain equity if you're only paying the interest?
The product is not the problem. It's people's use of the product. That's
Explain
the problem.
That.
So adjustable rate mortgages. Think before 2006, 2007, people were getting adjustable rate mortgages, assuming that things were going to continue on we're tiptoeing through the tulips. Everything's going to be fantastic. And then things change. People lose their jobs. The economy changes. Whatever happens, world events can happen. And now that balloon payment came into play, and people cannot refinance at a rate that's better if their circumstances are different. I don't see how this product is great for the people that it's intended to help. I think there is a market for the product, and that would be investors. And that is the opposite.
Explain why that is.
Well, because it just gives them one more opportunity. Somebody who is a savvy investor, instead of taking a 30-year loan, like, they can use their cash to buy investment properties, or they can use hard money loans, non-QM, it would be a different outside of the box loans. But if somebody were to be able to use and stretch out this mortgage, their monthly payment goes down.
Right.
So for an investor, that would be a good thing. It creates more cash flow on a monthly basis. And that's the opposite of helping people get into home ownership.
Right.
Now we're helping landlords, not the renters.
Right.
So all the way around, the idea is great. Let's create an opportunity for more homeownership, more opportunities for people who need help, because houses are expensive. Inflation has hurt these people. I just don't see how lowering credit scores and increasing the amount of finance charges people will pay over the life of their loan helps the intended market that we're looking
And
for.
it seems to me we've been here before. We tried this in 2000, and it was like, oh, we need to get people into homes, so let's lower how you get in, lower
So
the credit scores.
my fear
no
here-
doc payment, no
yeah.
doc loans,
Oh, gosh.
or all that stuff. But
That
it
was terrible.
Right. The intention was to get people into homes, but it only benefited the banks. Is this the same?
You know, you have people in banks who think up products like this that it could help. And for some people who, if somebody is really savvy with their money, it actually is a product that you might be good. You get into it for a few years, interest rates are still at over 6%. You refi. There is a small piece, but it requires a savvy and smart person who's disciplined with their finances.
Gotcha.
And most, like,
If you're in a position of having bad credit, you're probably not savvy and good with your finances.
it's a snowball, and what that could do. So my fear is people. I know how hard people scrape and save to get into their first home. They've saved up their down payment. They take the product that is pitched to them by the lenders as the best product for them at that time. Those people are living on such tight margins right now. What does that person do 2-3 years in and they don't have the bandwidth and the water heater goes out or the maintenance on the home? There's so many reasons that homeownership is expensive, not just for the mortgage payment, and it's a good thing, but all of those factors have to be calculated.
Deborah, before we go, how can people get in touch with you?
Inside Georgia Real Estate. Shelly and I are on Saturdays when Georgia's not playing. InsideGeorgiaRealEstate.com is the website. You can send me a message if you want to chat about mortgages, real estate, and really anything about real estate in Georgia. I'm here.
Absolutely. InsideGeorgiaRealEstate.com. Epstein, I promise. Next.